According to Stream Data Systems, 60 to 70% of dashboards go unused, quietly abandoned within months. Forrester says only about 20% of decision makers use BI tools hands-on. The other 80% still rely on someone else to pull the numbers. This naturally raises the question, are dashboards dying? To answer this properly, we first need to break down the three main problems with dashboards, data tables, SQL reports, and the whole traditional BI package. First problem, latency. By this, I mean that there is a significant time between a question and an answer that traditional BI gives. I'm speaking hours to days here, depending on the size of the data. A higher-up has a question on data. Someone from the team spends days writing an SQL report, presents it, then polishes it according to reviews. And while all of this was happening, the decision was made, or the question changed. Problem 2. Dashboards serve one audience because in a typical organization, everyone is asking a different question. Customer success needs user behavior and timelines. Product needs funnels and drop-off points. The C-suite needs KPIs and trend direction. One dashboard can't do all three well, so you build 3, or you build one that satisfies nobody. Third problem, the good old dashboard graveyard. You spend hours and days making a dashboard, share it with your higher-ups, they check it out, and 1 month later, the dashboard is collecting dust on the shelf. This is a well-documented industry pattern. According to Databox's survey, 63% of teams say that modifying dashboards or running new analysis is required each month. In translation, most dashboards have a shelf life of about a month before they need to be rebuilt or replaced. The reason this happens is straightforward. Dashboards are often built in advance for questions someone thought stakeholders might ask. But by the time the dashboard is ready, the question has often changed, or the decision has already been made, or the stakeholder found the answer somewhere else and moved on. Whatever the reason might be, the dashboard just ends up sitting there. Complete, accurate, most importantly, irrelevant. Enter Vibe Analytics, or more precisely, Conversational Analytics. This is the approach of analyzing data through conversational dialogue with AI tools. You don't need to know SQL or the structure of your database. Frankly, you might not even have one. All you need to do is ask your favorite AI assistant a question in plain English and you get an answer in seconds. Not bad, is it? A Gartner survey found that over 50% of organizations already use AI for automated insights and natural language queries. Conversational analytics adoption is projected to jump from 17 to 76% by the end of this year. This isn't a prediction anymore. It is happening. Now, here's where it gets real. We tried this ourselves over at Coupler.io, a data integration and AI analytics platform. Our team had a standard data studio set up with marketing data, product data, revenue data, the usual. We took the exact same data and connected it to AI through Coupler.io's MCP. But we didn't just connect data. We added business context, metrics definitions, caveats, notes about pricing changes, launches. In other words, the kind of context previously only data analysts had. We also added skills so that the AI builds dashboards, verifies its own calculations, cross-checks the results, and even benchmarks numbers. Then we let the team loose. Here's what happened. Marketing stopped asking the data team for reports. They built their own live artifacts in Claude Cowork now. Product set up scheduled tasks and routines. They get weekly analysis without opening a single dashboard. Sales asks, "How did I do this week?" and gets live numbers back. No tickets for new dashboards for our data analysts. Most of the team now runs analysis through Claude, ChatGPT, or our own AI agent. So are dashboards dying? No, they're not. And here's 3 reasons conversational analytics can't replace them. Reason number 1, hallucinations. A 2026 benchmark across 37 models found hallucination rates between 15 and 52%. The same benchmark says the structured prompts cut that by about 22 percentage points. This helps, but it doesn't fix it. The tricky part, the AI sounds confident either way. Ask the same question twice, slightly different wording. You can get 2 different answers. A dashboard gives you the same number every time. With Coupler.io's MCP, we cut hallucinations by keeping LLMs away from math. The analytical engine runs SQL and handles calculations so that LLMs only interpret the results. Reason number 2. The skill flaw. Conversational analytics looks easy, but getting reliable results takes a skill. You need to know what to ask, know how to verify the output, and know when the AI is guessing. The situation is similar to vibe coding. People think that they can vibe code with no programming skills and make apps that just work and make money. The real work begins after the app is made, since you need to debug, declutter, fix, polish. So, in actuality, vibe coding is best for developers with some programming experience who can vibe code the app and then work on it. With vibe analytics, you need to know how to guide the AI, what the end result looks like, who the context that matters for the decision, and more. Reason number 3. Data quality. As we say over at Coupler.io, bad data in, bad analysis out. This is true for dashboards too, but dashboards have a human in the build who is supposed to catch garbage. With conversational analytics, there is no review step unless you build one. So here's where we landed. Conversational analytics is better for answering questions such as, why did churn spike? Which campaigns drove signups? What happened last week? On the other hand, dashboards are better for stable recurring reporting such as monthly financials, KPI tracking, board decks, and such. Web analytics uses natural language for chatting and getting answers, and traditional BI communicates in SQL editors and dashboards. Because of this, the skill ceiling is lower for web analytics. Web analytics is also much more affordable since you need to pay for setup, maintenance, and technical stuff for traditional BI. However, the teams getting the best results use both. According to Coupler.io's own survey, 72% of respondents mix conversational analytics with traditional methods. So ultimately, you can think of AI as an evolution of BI, not a replacement. Similarly to how Google Sheets were introduced 2 decades ago as an innovation. They are still there. They haven't replaced Excel, they're just used for different purposes or at the same time. An article on strategy.com put it quite nicely. Every generation of technology has its manual transmission moment. For business intelligence, the moment is now. So what do you think? Are dashboards dying? Let us know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to press subscribe and turn on notifications because we have more videos like this coming up. And if you want to take a deeper dive into AI analytics or start vibe analyzing yourself, click here and here. See you in a minute.